Sheryl Swoopes, this is kind of what you get for kind of not jumping on the tide, jumping on the boat. You were supposed to go and elevate with this whole situation. Your broadcasting career, everything, Sheryl, your podcasting, whatever you do, you're supposed to be elevating. But instead, you decided to show hate, very clear hate towards Caitlin Clark. Very clear hate. Right? And now this is kind of like what you get for it.
Do you really think you could spend an entire year lying about Caitlin Clark and still keep your broadcasting job? That's the question no one even had to ask Sheryl Swoopes, because the answer just came in loud and clear. She's been officially pulled from all WNBA broadcasts for the entire 2025 season.
Fired? What? It looked like you got fired, bro. It looked like she got fired. I just gotta keep it real. It looked like she got fired.
This wasn't just about one bad take or a single slip-up. Sheryl Swoopes' removal was the result of a calculated year-long campaign against the WNBA's brightest new star, and the league finally said, enough is enough. Want the full story? In this video, we're breaking down exactly what happened, the behind-the-scenes fallout, and how Swoopes is scrambling to do damage control after losing her spot. Ready? Let's get into it. Ready?
I won't be missing you broadcasting the games because when you broadcasted the games, it was so hard for you to mention Caitlin Clark. How are you up there talking about, you kept mentioning, oh, the Indiana Fever are doing this. Oh, Kelsey Mitchell and the Indiana Fever. Oh, Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell and those girls are doing. Oh, you had such the hardest time mentioning Caitlin Clark's name. Why? I don't get it. I really don't know.
Did you know Sheryl Swoopes has a history of controversy following her playing days? Long before her recent broadcasting drama made headlines, Swoopes had already built a concerning pattern that's followed her for years. While her Hall of Fame career rightfully earned her a place among the WNBA's original legends, her post-retirement journey has been marked by repeated issues and troubling behavior.
Loyola University basketball coach Sheryl Swoopes, she's under investigation, accused of mistreating players. College coach is not only under fire, but under investigation after reports that the majority of her roster has decided to leave.
The warning signs were impossible to ignore at Loyola University, Chicago. In July 2016, Sheryl Swoopes was fired from her position as head coach after a staggering number of players walked away from the program. 10 out of 12 returning athletes left in a single offseason, an exodus that went far beyond routine roster changes. That's not just turnover, that's a full-blown 5-alarm fire that should have sent a clear message to any future hiring committee.
She mistreated players.
It was the environment she created. I was belittled, humiliated, made to feel extremely small.
Head coach since 2013. Last year, 5 of her players reportedly transferred to different programs. And this year, a reported 10 of the team's 12 players aren't planning on coming back.
Former Loyola player Kate Sipe didn't hold back when reflecting on Swoopes' coaching style. Just because you're a great player doesn't mean you're a great coach, she stated bluntly. According to Sipe and others, Swoopes brought more drama than direction. Players described a tense, emotionally unpredictable environment, where Swoopes would sometimes cry during practices and games, threaten scholarships, and overshare personal matters. Her story is a clear reminder. Being a legendary athlete doesn't always translate into being a strong, steady leader.
Former Loyola basketball player Kate Sohn says Swoopes caused the players to live in fear, that she routinely threatened that they would lose their scholarships or she would cut them from the team.
It made it hard to play. It wasn't about working hard and having fun anymore. It was about surviving.
The Lauren Hibbert incident remains one of the most troubling chapters of Swoopes' coaching career. Hibbert claimed that Swoopes pressured her into signing a medical hardship form, effectively ending her playing days, under the false assurance that she'd stay with the team as a manager. But once Hibbert realized she wouldn't even travel with the team, the betrayal became undeniable. That manipulation sparked formal complaints and played a key role in Swoopes' eventual dismissal. Flash forward to 2024, and a similar pattern of dismissiveness emerges, this time aimed at Caitlin Clark. During her now infamous February appearance on Gil's Arena, Swoopes struggled to relay even the most basic facts. She wrongly stated Clark was in her 5th college season, it was her 4th, and falsely claimed Clark averaged 40 shots a game, when the actual number was just 22.7. These weren't harmless slips. They came across as deliberate attempts to downplay Clark's accomplishments.
Caitlin Clark right now probably takes about 40 shots a game.
Carry on.
I know you like that.
Hell yeah.
I said that because when she comes to the league, regardless of what team she goes to that has vets on that team, she probably ain't gonna get 40 shots a game.
Perhaps most revealing was Swoopes' dismissive tone when addressing Clark's historic achievements. Regarding Clark's record-breaking feats, Swoopes casually remarked, "So is it truly a broken record? I don't know. I don't think so." Her words carried more than skepticism. They dripped with doubt. And when asked about Clark's potential impact in the WNBA, Swoopes didn't hesitate. Will Caitlin Clark come into the WNBA and do what she's doing right now immediately? Absolutely not. Not going to happen. The underlying contempt was unmistakable, and it spoke volumes.
But that player said it.
Okay.
Right? So if Kelsey Plum set that record in 4 years, well, Caitlin should have broke that record in 4 years. But because there's a COVID year, and then there's another year, you know what I mean? So she's already had an extra year to break that record. So is it truly a broken record?
These incidents weren't just isolated events. They were part of a larger, year-long pattern that said more about Swoopes than it did about Caitlin Clark. The pattern is undeniable. Whenever someone succeeds or challenges her authority, Swoopes responds with hostility rather than encouragement. Whether it's college players transferring in droves or a rising star shattering records.
And then obviously you guys remember last year when Dallas had to pretty much say, hey, you can't broadcast the Indiana Fever game after the little comments and things you had the game before or something like that. Yeah, I believe it was that. And Nancy Lieberman was the one who pretty much confronted Sheryl Swoopes about the whole situation and let her know, like, hey, you know, we got to keep it this, we got to keep it that, keep it about basketball.
Swoopes seems unable to celebrate others' achievements without feeling personally threatened. This toxic behavior eventually caught up with her at the Dallas Wings, where her controversial commentary became too much for even a league that's known for support.
You know basketball. You know basketball better than me. You know basketball than any of the pundits. You know basketball better than most of the men that play basketball. There is no way in hell you just accidentally left Caitlin Clark's name out of that soliloquy that you dropped about the Indiana Fever. Stop it. You know that. Stop.
Its legends. The common threads linking her dismissal from Loyola to her departure from broadcasting tell the story of someone who has yet to learn how to adapt or grow from criticism. So what exactly happened with Dallas last year?